Yo, welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Wrestling on Leona King TV. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button. Whatever you do, please hit that subscribe button. But today I'm going to be going into it, talking about it today. Big news with WWE. Head of Creative and CEO Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, has recently signed a AAA tag team champion, one half of the AAA tag team champions from the Mexican AAA promotion, Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee has officially signed a contract with WWE and will be joining the WWE roster going into this year of 2023. So that is huge news. As we know, Dragon Lee. One second. He came to agreement with contract with WWE after being with AEW Ring of Honor, and his fans react. After stints in AEW Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling and Lucha Libre AAA Worldwide, Dragon Lee announced Wednesday night that he signed a deal with WWE at 27. Year-old Lee made the first announcement after he and his brother Dralisto defeated AEW's FTR for the AAA World Tag Team Championships at AAA's Noche event. WWE NXT reported on Twitter at Dragon Lee 95. He has officially announced that he's heading to WWE NXT. This is huge. So Dragon Lee will be headed to NXT, and I guess before he gets on the main roster. And this is interesting because they signed a big name like Dragon Lee, someone who kind of has that main event caliber, someone who's quick and talented in the ring, who's athletic and very acrobatic, like a Dragon Lee from that Japan style, that New Japan Pro Lucha Libre style of wrestling. So this is awesome for WWE. This is the type of talent they need. This is the type of talent they need to sign. And this is huge for them. So I'm actually excited that they signed Dragon Lee. But let's look at Dragon Lee's title wins. So Dragon Lee was voted the 2014 Rookie of the Year by the Regis of Wrestling Observer newsletter. In April 2015, Dragon Lee won his first championship professional wrestling title, the CMLL World Lightweight Championship. Lee is also the fourth wrestler to win the titles in Ring of Honor, CMLL, and NJPW, after Rocky Romero, Matt Taven, and Tama Tonga winning both championships the same night. That's crazy. Excuse the noise in the background. It's very aggravating. But this is what we got going on. So it's a lot going on in the world of pro wrestling. I haven't been on lately. I just want to come on and kind of talk some shit about what's going on in all the world of wrestling. Just kind of let you know and update you on what's going on. And it's a lot to catch up on. It's a lot to talk about. It's been an interesting 2022. We head into a New Year's holidays. Just wrapped up Christmas. Now we're about to have a amazing New Year season. So man, this is exciting. I'm excited for the holidays and excited for 2023 and the great things that come by next year. But yeah, man, we're just gonna go into talking about it. Dragon Lee is officially Triple H has signed Dragon Lee to World Wrestling Entertainment. So Dragon Lee has signed now with WWE. This is amazing. Now, other big news. Sasha Banks will be debuting at Wrestle Kingdom 17 next month, I believe. When is Wrestle Kingdom? Um, So yeah, Wrestle Kingdom will be January 4th. So next week is the big day, it's the big event. Next week for NJPW will be Wrestle Kingdom 17, January 4th, 2023, and January 21st, 2023, at the Yokohama Arena in Yokohama, Japan. That will be amazing, but it is announced that Sasha Banks will be returning to pro wrestling at Wrestle Kingdom with New Japan Pro Wrestling. That is amazing. At Wrestle Kingdom 17. I'm not shocked about this. We all knew her and Sasha and Naomi were not coming back in WWE since their walkout. Since winning both the women's tag titles at WrestleMania 38 or whatever. So we kind of knew that that wasn't happening. That wasn't the gig. That wasn't the plan. But again, who knows? We may see Naomi in the skybox, but the reality is, I'm happy that we got Sasha Banks back in pro wrestling ring to face someone, and with the caliber that New Japan has, that's even more interesting and amazing to see. So, man, we'll see what that's like. But Wrestle Kingdom 17, mark your calendars. Wrestle Kingdom 17 is January 4th, and January 21st, 2023. At the Yokohama, Japan. So, some more news, things I want to go down. This came out today, 3 hours ago. Wrestling Incorporated had reported that WWE releases footage of a previously untelevised Roman Reigns match. Baron Corbin holds the distinct honor of being the last person to pin the current undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns at the WWE TLC pay-per-view in December 2019. So I'm wondering, is this a match with Corbin at maybe a live event at the holiday tour? This is something, but we'll find out what match this is. I think this was against him and Corbin back at the live event, because WWE live events are not televised, so that's interesting. We also heard that recently rehired talent talks about a surprising returning feud with one of the current stars, so that should be interesting. We recently just heard big news with the former NXT Women's Champion Mandy Rose being released of her contract with WWE NXT, and had to forfeit the NXT Women's title. A day later, this is what was very interesting. About a day, so Toxic Attraction is no longer a faction, together as a faction with the company. But Wrestling Inc. recently reported that her reign ended after 413 days on December 13th. Rose was released from the company the following day. Her releases came due to an adult-themed content Rose had posted on her subscription-based fan time account. Following her firing, Gigi Dolan and JC Jane are left without a third stablemate. So they're both a tag team now on NXT. So this is interesting. WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, they have as of lately, the last 10, maybe 7, 5, 6 years, um, have this trend of let's fire or let's release a contracted talent because of their social media habits. You know, we saw this with Zelina Vega. We saw this with numerous of other talents in recent years. This is something that's very disappointing because you're dealing with adults on your roster, but and who's contracting your company, but you release them due to outside behavior. I think as a sports industry, as a entertainment brand, you have to have rules and regulations and things set up to keep them in your company. But I think it's just kind of fucked up how they're doing a lot of these stars and a lot of these talents on their roster due to what they do on their OnlyFans, what they do on their Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that kind of stuff, YouTube, Twitch. So I think a lot of it is just we want to keep professionalism and be professional at all times. But maybe that's the image they're trying to give their company, or that's the image they want fans to see or younger fans to see a lot of the stars on their roster have. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's a role model kind of thing for their company. I have no idea. Maybe it's because they got all these sponsors and partnerships and shit like that. So we don't know, man. It's just kind of interesting to see what they're doing, how they're releasing all these talents. We know that last year in 2021, they released hella talent. I mean, hella talent got released last year. We saw Karrion Kross, Scarlett, Hit Row, Swerve Strickland. We saw, names can go on and on. We saw Keith Lee. Those were due to different reasons, but still, when you've made a lot of releases like that, and now you want to release a lot of your talent due to what happens on their OnlyFans, shit get a little fucking stupid because you're constantly releasing great talent. I mean, woman held the title over 413 days as NXT Women's Champion. So I think a little bit of this, let's release you because of what you do on your social media, is getting a little out of hand and getting a little goofy. I've said this, they need to just turn their product back into TV14 again. I think that fans are craving that TV14 product. So that way, when they do this dumb shit on these OnlyFans accounts and stuff like that, or these mistakes, then they won't get in trouble for it because, or punished or penalized because basically we're working under a TV14 product. So as far as them being PG, I kind of, as a TV PG product, I kind of get it. But hopefully them soon going back to being a TV14 product, they wouldn't have that kind of problems no more, because since August of this year, since we got the new head of creative, they've been talking about going back to TV14. So that's interesting. But that's mostly what I want to talk about tonight on Let's Talk Wrestling on Liana King TV. We talked about the release of Mandy Rose. We talked about Dragon Lee, the AAA, one half of the AAA Tag Team Champions, Ring of Honor All Elite Champion signing with WWE. This is a big name coming to the company. We talked about, Wrestle Kingdom 17 in Yokohama, Japan next week. So, man, it's just going to be an exciting year for wrestling. Cody Rhodes is rumored to have a return at the Royal Rumble. So, man, it's just awesome on what they're getting ready to do. They still have to pick up, a lot of the pieces and the things they left off with, and just kind of really fix their product, change their product, and make shit better. Because I've said 2022 was just a hurting year for WWE. I'm not going to lie. shit was just weak as hell, and they have to really fix their product if they want to reach a certain age and reach a certain amount of viewers again and have that fan base that they had back in the 2000s and the 90s. And back then, they're going to have to reach a certain mature audience. And I think the only way they're going to do that is by getting a TV-14 product back. So that's what I want to talk about. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button. Whatever you do, please hit that subscribe button. And thanks for watching Leon the King TV. Let's talk wrestling. I'm out.